Okay, continuing. Video cut off, so this is now part 2. You should have only been about 15 minutes in. So let's continue. I was shading right over here. I actually did not stop the previous video. It went off on its own. Okay, so what I was saying was I'm going to shade from, if you have your 10 value scale, this goes from a 7 to about a 4, maybe a 3. But the white of the eyes, not the white of the paper. Okay. We could probably go a little bit darker over here. But I want to move on to other parts that are important. Alright, so these shapes in here, you really could start right around here. And don't worry about them being perfect. You're probably not going to get them perfect. We just want to create a pattern here that's similar to what's going on in this eye, that resembles the eye pattern. So you could even start off around the iris and create these directional lines, these little, like, kind of flicking your pencil up to the highlight and all around. And use those lines we're doing as a guideline for leaving that negative space in there. It's very light right here. Looks like I forgot about that little highlight in there, so I'm gonna use my sticky eraser to get it back. if you put in too many dark areas, you can go back with your sticky eraser and get them back, get the light areas back for the patterning. Okay, so notice that the eyelashes are upside down here. So I'm going to put in those upside down eyelashes that are reflecting in there. Those are important. Now remember, you can't create this pattern exactly unless you want to spend a good amount of time on it, so I'm taking the quick route and really just using it as a guide. If you look at how thick this dark line is here, you could cross hatch through that and then pull some of this texture back through. And we could do a little bit of shading around the eye and come back to the details. So there are some irregularities in the skin texture, but first I can mark where there's a lid line right here. So use the side of your pencil to shade away from the waterline. It does get a lot lighter over here, so if your value goes too dark, use your sticky eraser to pull it back. There's not much of a contrast between these two. It's very subtle. And remember that the white of the paper is not going to be, except for on the highlight, okay? And where there's this little glisten, you see that little glisten right there? So we're going to have to maybe use our sticky eraser to put that in if we lose it. This is the part where the eyelashes are coming out right here, and then the upper eyelid is very light.